Hey guys, today I am going to be putting on a full mug of makeup. So you are going to see the items that I use and how I cover up all of this hyperpigmentation, freckles, moles, etc. I put this headband on just to keep this hair out of my face. And what I like to do is I have this bottle and I've mixed about 3 or 4 different foundations in here to make my perfect, well, it's not a perfect match, but some of the foundations that I buy are either too dewy and they're sticky, or they're too matte and they look drying on my skin and they cling to like dry spots. So what I do is I mix Marc Jacobs, and I can't tell, I wouldn't be able to tell you the name or the shade because my eyes are really bad and my allergies are bad. And then I have Too Faced Born This Way, which I'm going to be using up, and I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not to keep supporting Too Faced. I guess being on social media and seeing things that they post, like they had a cake that said Rich Lives Matter. And it was like some of the things that they say and what they stand for and the things they joke about. I know it's not, I don't know how, I just don't know if I want to support that. And then I also put in Juvia's Place foundation. I think the name of that foundation is Giza, or yeah, it has to be Giza. And what else did I put in here? Oh, and then I put a little bit of Estee Lauder maximum coverage in the shade Cashew, which I really like that foundation, but Cashew is just a little bit too light for me. So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What I like to do is I'm almost out. This is Morphe times Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. I like to mist my face a little bit. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of this on my sponge and get it ready, because I like to put this foundation on my face when my face is still a little bit wet from the ooh, a little bit too much there, because a little goes a long way with these foundations, especially the full coverage ones. Okay, so now I'm gonna spritz my face, which I don't have a whole lot, so I'm not gonna, I mean, it feels like I'm drenching my face a little bit, but it feels so refreshing, and it smells like sweet, I don't know what, I can't. So let me put a little dabs here and there. And I think I put a little bit too much, so I'm going to drag that down my neck. And I put too much foundation on my face, because I'm able to spread it out instead of tap it out. So we're going to make it work. We're just going to keep pouncing on it until it dries. So I'm dragging it right now, but in a minute I'm going to bounce it on my face. But right now I'm just dragging it, and I know it seems a bit much, but we're gonna warm it up a little bit with some what is it called? Contour. A contouring shade. And I need tissue for my nose. I have allergies. So this is me. This is just how I do it. I'm sorry if this bothers you. My nose is drippy from allergies. Now look at all those freckles and hyperpigmentation. it's all gone. Gonna get the jawline all around the perimeter of my face, especially like right here in the cracks of my nose. Cracks, you know what I mean. Now, to me, that's pretty full coverage with all those mixed together. Now, if I wanted this to last all morning, all day into the night, then I would set it again with this and then, you know, pounce on it with the sponge until it got absorbed and dried down. That would keep this makeup on for hours and hours into the night, probably into the morning too. Let's try to get a little bit of my ears, so I don't want my ears to be too off. Okay, now I have this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I think it's translucent. Yeah, translucent. I'm going to set my face with this because I don't like any part of my face to have dewiness to it, because I touch my face a lot and I don't want to remove any makeup. And this usually will set it really good, really nicely. It kind of has this bit of a blurring effect. It's too bad about Too Faced, you know, because I really liked a lot of their products, but I've noticed in the past couple of years, especially their eyeshadow palettes, they package them very nicely and everything, but like this is a Too Faced bronzer, but I've already used it all up, but I use it for the mirror because I like the mirror in this compact. But the things that come out of their mouth and their beliefs and their comments and everything else, it's like they don't have any shame in their game. Okay, so I'm just going to use, I'm using this Hoola bronzer from Benefit, is it? Yeah, Benefit Cosmetics. I've already hit pan, but I still have some in the cracks here that I'm using up. When I'm putting that on a little bit higher than what I used to put it down here. Like I used to put it here, but now I try to move it up a little bit. It just kind of suits the shape of my face a little bit better. So I think my face is kind of odd shape. It's not like oval, it's not round, it's not heart shaped. I think it's just because I have big cheeks and like this here, so it just kind of throws everything off. But I am not throwing this away. I still have a little bit of product there in the cracks. So I'm just warming up my face here. Look, this is what I mean. I still have product like all up in here, that's in here, that I'm using up. I'm not throwing it away. This stuff is too, I mean, you know, you spend your hard work, earn money. Even though I haven't worked in a while, I have a very good work ethic, and I've worked many a years and I put in many hours to be able to I mean, I have a disability. So this is Laura Mercier face illuminator, and the shade is Inspiration. I won this in a giveaway. So I've already hit pan, but I really like it. So just kind of gives you a little bit of a sparkle to your face, a little bit of a sheen. So I put that there, and then I also put it on my forehead just to warm it up a little bit, because like I said, the shade of foundation is a little bit too light for me. And next time I buy foundation, I need to get like one shade deeper. But that won't be for a while. Still have enough foundation to last me a few months into the new year, because I don't put makeup on all that often. And even though this has a shine or a shimmer to it, I'm still going to put it like here, just to create a shadow. And you really can't tell because of the lights. Okay, so I'm done with that. And then the blush that I'm going to use, just to give me a little bit more of a rosy tint, is in compared to like a bronze look. This is Milani's Baked Blush in Berry Amore, which is this shade. It's so pretty. So pretty. So let me get my blush brush, which is this here. Just gonna tap that, and I'm just gonna put this in the apples of my cheek and just kind of go back a little, but mostly on the apples and back. And that's all. Apples and back, apples and back. So that's pretty much it for that. I was gonna try and hide out of the viewfinder, but my nose, I don't know if the air is dry, but my nose is bleeding, starting to bleed. And I have low blood platelets. God, I'm so sorry, guys. But this is reality. This is me. I'm not going to cut anything out. I'm going to get a sip of water. My son got this for me, strawberry banana core. It's flavored water. And the only thing is it does have carbs. It has 5% carbs, and then total sugars is 1 gram. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to take a couple sips of this. It has like I said, it's flavored water. It does have the essence of banana and strawberry. So I really, really like that. Next, I'm going to draw on my eyebrows. I'm at my sister's house, so I just grabbed a few things. So I have this Venus palette, and then this ColourPop palette at Foresight. Raw Beauty Christie is the one who collabed with this, and it has really, really pretty shades. Not something that I would typically use, like those teals and greens, but you know, you gotta step out of your comfort zone a little bit. This is more my taste. Pinks and purples and browns and lavenders, a couple of shimmer shades. So who knows, I may or may not put on. But I do use Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This one is in the shade number 4. I obviously don't use the spoolie because I don't have any hairs to brush. But I'm getting towards the end here, and it's getting a little dry. But I use everything till the very end. So I'm gonna draw my eyebrows. So I'm gonna need to have my face in this little mirror. And I'm sorry if I cover up what I'm doing, but I am not a beauty guru. Okay, so I drew one line here and one line here. I basically, like the little wrinkles in my nose, I lined that up with that one, and then I lined that and I draw a little line on my brows. I never ever had to do my brows until I lost all my hair, and so I'm still, my eyebrows never come out perfect. I wish I knew how to do them, but so let me see. I'm going to just kind of, I can almost see where my natural brows were supposed to be, because like I said on the video before, I do have a little bit of hairs that grow, but not very many, and then a little tail. And then a little tail. So I start off with just one line, and then I get the bottom of that line and I connect this to like the highest point here before I went down. Then I'll connect the bottom of this one and I'll drag it to about here. That's the highest point of this brow before I went down. So that's what I will do. I'm gonna connect that with that, and then so now I have an empty space there, and now I'm just going to fill that in on both sides. So I did that one, and now I'm going to do this one. See, now I have an empty space in there, and I'm going to fill that in. Color it in. And they usually come out okay. But there are some days where I'm like, wow, they really leave the house looking like that. So those are my brows. They're a little bit sharp, so I'm going to try and, instead of making them so squared, I'm going to kind of round it off a little bit, try to, because I don't like for them to look too strong right there. But sometimes I just cannot be bothered. So I think that's how I'm gonna leave it. I don't really care if anybody stares at me or looks at me or anything like that. So now I'm going to put on, I wonder if I should put on my lips first. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my lips, and then sorry, allergies have my eyes watery, my nose watery, my throat itchy. I don't have the, you know, what's going on in the world right now. So I have a box full of my most used lip products, and I like to use one that is a matte, that dries down matte. So I think this one looks pretty. It kind of looks a little pale. This one, I don't know, I think this is just a regular lipstick, but I like this color too. My nose is about to drip. Oh, and then I have this color. This one's a pretty color too. This is Fenty Beauty. Ooh. Decisions. Kid at a candy store can decide which one I like best. They're very similar. Looks like, I think I'll do this one. I'm not going to line my lips because I'm not really doing a whole lot today. I'm going to go to the post office, get something to eat, check my blood sugar, which I should have done already. Okay, and that will dry down, This is from Lime Crime, and I wish I could read the name of this. Teddy Bear. So I'm wearing Teddy Bear on my lips from Lime Crime. I think I will put a little bit of something in my eyes, on my, you know, for shadow. So I'm going to start with this brush here, and I'm just going to dust. This one's called Rapture, which is this one here. I'm going to dust this all over the entire lid. Just to kind of set it, because I'm already getting little creases. Yeah, my eye's dripping. Okay, got that. Alrighty, so now let me wipe this on this paper. And then I'm going to put some, that was Rapture, so maybe I'll try, I think I'm going to put a little bit of Ecstasy, which is this darker shade here in the crease. Just a tiny bit, just to give it some dimension. So I'm just going to start on the outer edge, deposit some of that color there, some of that pigmentation. I guess I'm doing like a third of the bottom lid, the outer lid, and then I'm going to drag it, and I'm just going to follow that bone under there. And I'm just going to go back and forth. I don't know why I'm explaining all the steps like if I'm a beauty guru or a makeup artist, because I am definitely not. But that's all I need. Now the other eye. I'm going to deposit it right here on the bottom third of the lid, the mobile lid. Deposit a little more, and then I'm going to drag it windshield wiper motion back and forth right under that brow bone, or that bone that's there. A tiny bit more. Okay, and then with my finger, I'm going to grab this shade here, and I'm going to put that on the middle and inner eyelid with my finger. Just to get a little bit of glitz in there. And do the same with the other eye. To intensify the shade, if I wanted it to be more intensified, I would wet my finger or spray it after I grab and pick up product on my finger, then I would spray it, or put a little drop of water and then put it on my lid, and then that would really bring out the sparkle. So I'm done with that, and now all I need is eyeliner. Oh gosh, excuse me. My nose is dripping. I apologize for that, guys. I know it's gross and disgusting, but it is real life. So I'm going to use this eyeliner. It's pretty wet, but it's from NYX. It's called Epic Wear. And I usually use this for the top. So I need to concentrate. I wish I knew how to do a wing eyeliner, but I am just not that talented. Not that I'm talented, but dip it back in, pick up some more product. Let's see. Sorry about that. My phone decided to do something really crazy, so sorry about that. So typically what I do if I'm gonna be running a lot of errands, or if I'm gonna go out or go to like a gathering or a party or anything like that, I usually will highlight. So I use, believe it or not, Becca, make sure before I say it, yeah, Becca's Champagne Pop from Jaclyn Hill. Yeah, we all have our opinions on her. If you know who she is, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. But I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. I'm just going to do that. Then I'm going to put a little bit here. So, sorry. And then with a brush, just cleaning it off a little bit because I just used it. I'm going to use this same brush that I used earlier to dust out eyeshadow. So I'm going to pick up some product. I'm just going to pounce it. Yeah, so my camera is acting up, but I have some champagne pop, and I like to just put it on the apples here. And there you go. Once in a while, I'll tap back in and put some here. Little angel wings here. Not horns. But yeah, mostly the apples is what I like. If I do the apples of my cheeks, then I don't do it here. If I do it here, then I don't do the apples of my cheeks. That's just too much. Tip of my nose and the bridge, and that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Sorry I didn't include anything else as far as vlogging, but this is Vlogmas day number 2. If you like me, you like my personality, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will try to get to them and answer them as quickly as I can. Thank you so much. So I will say good night, goodbye, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.